What's going on, YouTube? It's Johnny Boy here, and today I'm going to be talking about why extreme environments build elite athletes. Yes, I think that making the environment that you work out in more difficult will challenge you both more mentally and physically, which will have direct carryover to your overall training performance, your mental toughness as well. I think that working out in any kind of weather condition, doing outdoor workouts, even if it's not quote unquote optimal with the optimal machine or the optimal preacher curl, you hang your rings on the side of a tree, you get up and you do pull-ups, even in the rain, in the snow. You get up and you wear layers upon layers of clothes. So what if you don't have a mirror to look at and jack off to your own body with a pump? So what? You're pushing your body to failure. You're building up tendon and ligament strength in this outdoorsy type of environment with rough environmental conditions that will make you push your body and utilize fat stores that you haven't even tapped into and utilize muscle fibers that you haven't even tapped into due to the change in weather, which forces your body to accommodate due to the change in resistance. This is literally environmental resistance, not just physical gravity resistance with your weights. I'm talking about environmental resistance. Yes, this is the unheard of resistance force to add to your weight training regimen in order to carry over to better gains. I think that by pushing your body in these crazy environments makes your body overcompensate in certain ways and with certain thermoregulation processes and underlying muscular mechanisms that will make you push harder and change and alter your genetic phenotypes to make you a stronger athlete, more muscular athlete, and a better endurance athlete as well. I think that number one, you look at some of the top extreme athletes in the world and you see them doing all these crazy swims in the Arctic oceans, all these crazy bike rides in Moab, Utah in the scorching hot weather during some points in season. These people train in these like little to death scenarios and they push their bodies and they become invincible freaks. And then all the average people saying these people are not normal. No, they're just not average and you're average. And if you don't want to be average, you have to treat your body and train your body in these overbearing conditions that will force your body to compensate for certain deficiencies with certain minerals and whatever it is and make you more productive in the long run. I think that nature's brutal proving grounds has carryover for hypertrophy, yes, literally by forcing your body to under and overcompensate in certain ways. Just, it makes sense. It's not just bro science, it's logic. I think bro science and logic could really add up in a lot of different ways. I've been doing outdoor calisthenic workouts for this last microcycle in my training regimen. You have a lot of gym bros come at you, hey, you're not training in the gym, you're losing your gains, you're losing your muscle mass, and start jacking off in the corner. And I'm like, bro, I'm doing a calisthenics rings phase where I'm training my muscles through extreme ranges of motion and incorporating pause, high rep work, and contraction focus work as well. And I'm pushing my volume through the roof as well. And I've actually been cutting weight as well. I've been doing high volume. I've been getting stronger and somehow losing weight at the same time on this cut. I'm going to be starting a mini bulk over the holiday season, but I'm still feeling good, and I'm just going to do that because I want to grow and I want to see my arms reach 20 inches one day, so I'm going to have to fucking bulk. I can't just maintain and main game like Greg Doucette. I'm going to have to do something, so I'm going to have to put in the caloric surplus, get in more protein. I'm already doing 1 gram per pound. I don't even give a fuck. I might even do 1.5 grams of protein per body weight. Maybe even 2 if I want to. And I'm going with a lot of organ meat as well. I'm trying to really increase testosterone, all of my natural micronutrients, key for muscle growth. Have my carbs around my workout, have a little extra that, why not? But just, man, I'm talking like 80s old school diet. Carbs are important, but I'm a true soul for that old school diet. I know this is off topic with the extreme environmental training with my ring phase, but I've noticed that I became a stronger person and a more mentally sound individual as well. I'm way less needy as a person as well, and I think more about my exercise progression and my exercise periodization and orderless in terms of pre-exhaustion and making certain muscle groups work more. If you want to make your triceps work more, do banded pushdowns, banded kickbacks, overhead extensions right before you do your dips. Your triceps are going to work harder. It's not logic. Just some people don't want to do it because dips are the compound lift. If it's not the bench press, I'm losing chest gains. Maybe that's the reason why you're not a bodybuilder, you pussy. Anyways, I think that training in deserts has carryover as well. I trained in the Grand Canyon in blistering hot weather, and I'm doing banded behind the neck press, banded upright rows, banded presses. And I notice my muscles are doing well. I'm doing very high reps to failure with pauses in both the lengthened and contracted position, which builds up end range mobility, which has carryover to all free weights and machines. And also by working out in nature, you get tons of brain boosting benefits because you're working on natural parks and you're grounding yourself in nature. You're reconnecting yourself with mother's land. Your electron and chemical balances will all fix up and recenter themselves, allowing for more better ways of life. You're reconnecting with that inner child. How could you go wrong with that? And I think that by pushing your body in these natural environments, you get, number one, you get balanced out. These quote unquote chemical imbalances that are talked about in med school and all these different big pharma back scenarios that are driven by a lot of crooked doctors. You get fixed up in that way. You become a stronger human being. You're pushing your body in outdoorsy weather without looking at the mirror. So your dopamine is at baseline. So you have that at a minimum. So you really require to push. You're able to use large ranges of motion due to the outdoor space and gymnastic rings or calisthenics, wherever it may be. It could even be at a calisthenic park in the middle of the snow or in Brooklyn Beach Park in the middle of the rain like I did last week, and I still managed to push. I was freezing and I ended up in an hour's worth of traffic coming back to the city. But that workout was a workout of my life. I'm drinking my yerba mate, enjoying myself and pushing my body and becoming a more mentally strong human being, but also my body is getting stronger as well. Our bodies are all like machines. We feed it volume, we feed it intensity, and it responds to that. And some people may say, oh man, I'm under recovering. If you're under recovering, you're probably not eating enough and you're probably not resting enough. There's a balance, and over time you can build up your work capacity by doing more volume, focusing on your sleep more, getting in more protein, and minimizing your stress levels and reducing cortisol. So I think life's a challenge and a journey at the end of the day. So if you really want to buckle up and embrace life for what it is, start training outdoors and if you ever see like an extreme environment and you're scared about going to the gym, taking an off day on a snow day, even when it's your actual training day, bro, I challenge you to go buy a gymnastic pair of rings, go to the park, throw it up, wear 5 layers, and go train and bring some raw honey with you as well to get some carbs in you because you might get depleted with all the snowy weather. And you'll enjoy the challenge and you'll feel better about yourself mentally and physically. Even if it requires you to drink some yerba mate or caffeine. So what? You're doing it for your health. It's better than sitting back in the room and just jacking off by yourself and drinking a beer and getting man tits. It's not going to work out for you. So go out, find some extreme environments, and make yourself an extreme human being and be far from average. Shawnee Boy out. Peace.